Hello, my name is David Walters, and this is my music teaching philosophy. As a music educator, my vision of teaching is to create an environment where my students are engaging in the material that I am teaching and becoming creative with their music abilities. In high school, you were only really required to have an arts credit to graduate, so many people decided to go into music and just disregard the curriculum because they're only in the class for the credit. As a student, I really didn't like the effect that the stigma had on the course. So when I'm in a high school setting, I would like to get rid of the stigma that music is just another credit and make it more enjoyable for the people who are taking the course, so that music will seem as an enjoyable course rather than a needed credit. Due to the fact that many people disregard the course in high school, during my interview with my teacher, I brought up the fact that many students in our class tended to be unmotivated in the classroom. So I asked him how he handles unmotivated kids in the classroom, and he said this.
I try getting to know them as an individual and try to find out their interests, why perhaps they chose music in the first place.
I really understand where he's coming from, because getting to know those kids would put them in a more comfortable position with the teacher and create a friendship where both parties respect each person's needs in the classroom. I've actually seen this example work in my high school music classroom, where there are kids in grade 9 who really don't care for music and are just doing it for the credit. And by grade 12, they are really engaged in the course content, and they actually are interested in what the teacher has to say. Overall, this sets students up for a great learning experience and transforms unmotivated students into ones who are motivated to learn. Next, I want to show you a clip of this TED Talk by Richard Gill on the value of music education. He brings up a good point about teaching music in a group setting.
Imagination, the musical imagination. And when the musical imagination is ignited in a group circumstance, we have the most extraordinary power to change lives with music and to involve people in.
This can be translated in a classroom setting because when all the students are heavily involved in music, they can create a lot of wonderful things and actually enjoy the course that is being taught, rather than being unmotivated by a boring course. This ties in with my musical philosophy because as an educator, I can use this musical imagination that Richard Gill is talking about to help students express themselves musically. This will eventually create a classroom setting where students aren't afraid to engage in classroom discussions and can create more positive experience with music. In conclusion, music teaching isn't just about getting a good, stable job that pays a decent amount of money. It's about the students. In my classroom, I will set up an environment where my students will have the ability to be creative and express who they are as a person. By doing this, they will be able to learn the course material and engage in a classroom setting so that they can succeed not only in class, but in their lives.